Okay, so for anybody who knows me in person knows I'm actually a pretty big Sonic fan. Uh, I grew up mostly with the Adventure series, but I've played all the classics, and lately I've been seeing these videos about SA2 all over YouTube, and it's got me in the mood to play some Sonic again. And not any of the half-baked shit that Sega's been putting out, and not saying Sonic Forces is bad, it's just not good. Like, at all. Not say it's a terrible game. Apparently it plays pretty well, but it's just not a good Sonic game. But I was scrolling the internet last night and I came across this little gem, and tell me how one guy does 3D Sonic better than Sega does. Tell me how that works. Minus a few bugs, like nothing game breaking, by the way. I'm actually gonna have one up on the screen here. It's what happens when Super Sonic collects too many rings too quickly. It just sort of surrounds him, and it actually looks pretty cool. But none of the bugs I've really come across have been any kind of game breaking, honestly. The purple push pads, it sometimes on certain levels, like the high one, I can't remember the name of it right now, but on that level, if you don't hit the purple push pads just right with enough momentum, it won't actually shoot you up very far. So you have to actually get some decent momentum going. That actually leads me into how this game actually does the speed, and it's not like the boost games. At least from what I can tell, I think maybe one of the unlockable characters might be able to get a mechanic like that from what I've read on the internet, but this game does its speed mostly in a very momentum-esque style. The more momentum you build up, the faster you can go. It's a pretty simple design, actually. I'm sorry, I'm recording this in one take. Sorry if I'm stopping and saying, I need to sing this game's praises because, oh my god, this was actually really good. And I know my recording software did not do the graphics justice, because it does look it looks pretty choppy when I'm looking at it in playback, but this looks fucking amazing. It honestly does, and I want to keep this channel family friendly, but that's the best way to describe it. If you've got a computer that can actually run this game, I fucking recommend it. Especially if you're a 3D Sonic fan, because this is actually really good. As for a sense of speed, the only character you'll really have issues with is Super Sonic, but Super Sonic is one of the unlockable secret characters you probably won't get until after you finish the story mode anyway, so it's kind of a reward for you. But Super Sonic's speed actually plays into knowing the level design, so the better you know the levels in this game, the better Super Sonic is going to perform. It is actually ridiculous how overpowered Super Sonic is when you actually know what the level layout is. And I just downloaded this game last night, and I pretty much binged through it today. I still have to unlock Classic Sonic and Metal Sonic. I still haven't got to them. I don't know what their abilities are, but I think I read somewhere that Metal Sonic is supposed to have a boost mechanic to him, which I'm pretty interested in. So anyway, I don't want to give you any spoilers about the story or anything, but from what I can tell, there are two story modes. The first one that you have to play through is with Sonic, and there's about 5 levels. But right after that, you actually unlock a secondary campaign, which has you play as Mighty. I haven't actually touched that yet, so I don't actually know if there's like any changes to that game mode if you choose to use Mighty instead of Sonic. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I haven't had time to look, and I do not want to give spoilers on the story. But what happens in the story actually makes a lot of fucking sense, and it's kind of confusing that Eggman has never actually tried to do what they do in this game, and I'm actually surprised that they thought about that, especially since it's so obvious. And again, I don't want to spoil it if you do play this game, but it is very... Once you get through the plot, you're basically going to sit there like, yeah, why the hell have you never done that, Robotnik? Anyway, so as you play through the story, you unlock secondary characters to play as. Like, you would get Mighty, you get Ray the Squirrel. I don't know if he's a canon character. I haven't looked at the whole cast in a long time. You actually get Shadow, which for some reason in this game, Shadow and Sonic have a pretty rocky relationship, and Sonic actually pokes fun at SA2 being his best appearance in a pretty morbid kind of way. And again, I don't want to spoil anything, but also these levels are really well designed. Like, specifically the highway one, I'd probably say is my favorite. It is just so well put together, and I'm really surprised that this is a fan game put together for Sage. The amount of effort that is put into this is just ridiculous. I cannot sing this game's praises enough. Oh right, well I'm thinking about it. There's one more glitch I actually noticed. On the hilltop zone, there's these little glide things that you can grab onto. If you actually die or you miss it, when you grab onto it, they don't respawn back where they're supposed to. So if you have to go up that level for, say, an unlockable, and you mess up on the gliding thing, you're going to actually have to restart the level to reset its position. It's a bit annoying, but again, it's not game breaking because there are ways around it, and it's generally not a big deal unless you're specifically going for the collectible, which the collectibles are actually how you unlock the secret characters. Like I said, there's 3. There's Super Sonic, who's absolutely fucking busted. And it's busted in the best way possible because it's not just a press X to win button. You have to actually still know the layout of the maps to make proper use of him. Metal Sonic, who I actually accidentally discovered a Metal Sonic piece during my first run through the story last night. I was just goofing off in the final level and I accidentally ran across one of his components. So you can actually get the unlockables before you actually get to the challenge mode, which is really nice to be able to just go grab them if you already know where they are. But I would recommend waiting until the challenge mode because you actually get a radar that tells you when you're close to the unlockables. Kind of like in Sonic Adventure titles where Knuckles would have that radar showing you where the shards for Master Emerald are. Anyway, I've been going on about this for 8 minutes now, and I should probably stop talking your ear off. I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10, honestly. It deserves higher, but honestly the rail thing is kind of annoying, how they'll just despawn if you mess up on them. But then again, you gotta remember, it's a fan game made by, I want to say, one person. When I got to the credits, it was said made by just that one guy, and then he had the voice actors and stuff. So this was honestly really impressive, and again, I do not want to spoil anything, but this is the best 3D Sonic game I've played in a long time. I am actually going to be putting a link to this game and the guy's Twitter account down below this. Also his YouTube channel where he actually posted the trailer for the game. Check it out. I really fucking recommend it. This game actually blew my mind that some fan can do 3D Sonic so much better than Sega can. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping. Links to all of this, Sonic GT, the guy that made it, it's all going to be down below in the comments. I'm going to pin it all. Thank you all for watching. This has been Halex, signing out.